Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, I'm putting on my senior consultant hat to coach you through what is honestly a massive transition. We are going to figure out how to take your scattered, chaotic PDF folders and transform them into a systematic, AI-powered knowledge architecture. Look, if you've ever felt completely overwhelmed by the sheer volume of research you're trying to keep track of, you are definitely in the right place.
Because we have absolutely all been there. You're sitting at your desk, practically tearing your hair out, frantically searching through random folders for this one crucial insight. You know for a fact you saved it. You even remember exactly what the highlighted paragraph looked like, but you just can't find the file because it's named something entirely useless like finalpaperv3.pdf. We're relying way too much on human memory here, and let's face it, as our libraries grow, our memory just does not scale.
And that brings us to a massive mindset shift. Your reference collection isn't just some dusty archive. It is literally your thinking infrastructure. Think about it. If your collection is basically a digital dumping ground where you can't systematically find and connect related work, you are actively missing out on vital insights. You're making strategic decisions based on incomplete info. We have to build a real, functional thinking infrastructure.
So here's the roadmap for our explainer today. We'll start with the reference management chaos, then look at how AI tools come to the rescue, dive into some real-world AI success stories, walk through a step-by-step setup guide, and finally wrap up with how to avoid those really common AI mistakes.
All right, part one, the reference management chaos. Let's look at the incredibly frustrating way most of us are currently dealing with our literature. When I consult with research teams, this is without a doubt the most common reality I see. Hundreds of PDFs with totally inconsistent names. You've got annotations living in Word documents, sticky notes, maybe 3 different apps. And when you're operating with this storage system mentality, you inevitably end up duplicating your synthesis work across different projects just because you can't find your old notes. Without a clear strategy, your reference collection is just a disorganized storage unit where your vital data goes to gather dust.
So the whole point here is that we have to elevate our library. We want a dynamic thinking infrastructure. We're talking about a highly organized, searchable system that actively accelerates your review process, stops you from doing the exact same work twice, and actually compounds your knowledge over your entire career.
Moving into Section 2, AI tools to the rescue. It's time to upgrade from filing cabinets to true knowledge architectures. Let's see how modern managers use AI to do the heavy lifting.
You really have a fantastic ecosystem of tools to choose from now. Take Mendeley, for example. It's great because its AI natively suggests related papers and pulls out key concepts for you. Then you got Zotero, which is incredibly flexible since it integrates with external AI services right through your browser extensions. And if you need an absolute powerhouse for complex citation extraction and deduplication, EndNote is your go-to. The right choice just depends on your specific workflow and whether you want things built in or totally customizable.
But whichever tool you go with, these are the superpowers you're unlocking. Instead of you sitting there manually typing out citations, the AI analyzes the text and automatically extracts metadata. We're talking authors, the DOI, publication year. It intelligently enriches the abstracts by pulling out the specific populations or methods they used. It even suggests tags. Plus, you get semantic full-text search. This is huge. It means you can search for a broad concept, and the AI finds it in the actual text, even if that specific keyword isn't in the title.
Okay, Section 3, Real-World AI Success. Let's look at this workflow transformation in action and see how this becomes an undeniable advantage. Imagine trying to organize a massive career-spanning library of about 3,000 papers. Without AI, you are manually reviewing 15 years of work and you're probably losing historical data because your old project names don't even make sense anymore. But with AI, the system instantly flags your most frequently cited papers, merges all your duplicates, and actually clusters 15 years of your work into overarching conceptual themes. The burden completely shifts. You're no longer making every organizational decision from scratch, you're just stepping in as an editor to review the AI suggestions.
Just look at this number, 127. In one real-world systematic review, an AI tool instantly wiped out 127 duplicate papers from a pool of 847. I mean, just imagine the hours of manual auditing, cross-referencing, and tedious spreadsheet tracking that literally vanished in a matter of seconds. That is the sheer power of automated deduplication.
And for those of you directing multi-project labs, this is a game changer. Without AI, you are probably saving the exact same paper in the pregnancy project folder and the aging project folder. You're wasting storage and, worse, missing out on cross-project connections. With AI relationship mapping, the system automatically links a paper on, say, inflammatory markers to both of those projects because they share methodological mechanisms. It surfaces these overlapping insights that human eyes would almost certainly miss.
So, let's get into Section 4, the step-by-step setup guide. Here is exactly how you can implement this intelligent collection in roughly 90 minutes.
It really boils down to these 5 steps. First, pick and set up your manager. Again, Zotero is an awesome free place to start. Second, import maybe 20 to 30 papers and let the AI extract that metadata. Third, and please don't skip this, audit and clean up the data it extracts. Fourth, run your AI deduplication tool. And fifth, develop and apply a smart tagging system. Stick to these 5 steps, and you'll smoothly transition your chaotic folders into a beautifully categorized research hub.
Now, when you get to that 5th step, please take this piece of advice. Keep your tagging simple. If you try to tag every tiny nuance like single dose versus repeated dose, you are going to end up with a massive explosion of tags that just causes decision fatigue. Stick to controlled broad categories like methods, RCT, for randomized controlled trials, and then just let the AI's semantic search handle those ultra-specific queries later on.
All right, Section 5, Avoiding Common AI Mistakes. This is where we calibrate your AI judgment skills. Because as powerful as these tools are, you still have to be the senior architect here and avoid some pretty major traps.
Here is a quick checklist of the 5 mistakes you absolutely need to avoid. And I really want to focus on bullet number 2, blindly assuming AI metadata extraction is 100% accurate. Listen, when I coach teams on AI risks, I am constantly warning them about hallucinations. If you just blindly trust the AI's abstract enrichment, it might confidently generate a totally fake citation for a paper that doesn't even exist or completely fabricate p-values and statistics that aren't actually in the study. You always have to evaluate the risk of the task against the AI's capability. Use AI for the heavy lifting, for sure, but never for final validation.
To combat those exact risks, I want you to start using what I call the 30-second rule. Think of this as your rapid risk assessment checklist. The second you import a new paper, take exactly 30 seconds to spot check the author names, publication details, and the DOIs. AI notoriously garbles non-Western author names or aggressively truncates abstracts. Just taking 30 seconds for manual verification guarantees your foundational metadata stays pristine, trustworthy, and completely hallucination-free.
Ultimately, effective reference management requires a strategy, not just shiny new tools. AI is a remarkably powerful assistant, no doubt about it, but the organizational logic, the careful oversight, and the discipline, that has to come from your overarching research strategy. You are the senior architect. The AI is simply your very diligent builder.
So I'm going to leave you with this provocative thought to chew on. If you could wave a magic wand right now, what would the absolutely perfect reference collection look like for your specific research? What metadata actually matters the most to your thinking process? Take these concepts, apply your professional judgment, and start architecting a library today that's going to fuel your absolute best ideas tomorrow. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy organizing.